Well, it seems that Steve was more upset than I knew. Now, I'm going to try to explain. Over the years, since I got custody of all three of my boys, Steve has been the best behaved child that I've ever had. Okay? And that's good. I'm glad that one child out of all of them has been really good. At the end, when he ended up leaving, though, to go to Kansas City to go live with his girlfriend, he didn't want to wait. So he pulled a little stunt where he went to the police and told them some lies in order to force my hand. And then he comes to my house and tells me, I'm sorry. But actually, it was his girlfriend's idea. She wanted him at her house now. And I didn't want him to leave until he was 18 years old. But so we worked out an agreement, but I also had him call the police and tell the truth, which he did. And you know what? Later on, when they broke up and everything, his girlfriend apologized on Facebook to everybody and said my name in it, and knowing that I'm not even friends with her anymore. She had removed me, but I was able to see it. So that showed me that she had changed. Plus, she called me up on the phone and apologized again. So that told me that she really had changed and that she really was sorry, because she didn't have to do that. But she must have known that also upset me so badly that my son and me got along so great until the end. Once they broke up and he came back, he told me, I'm sorry what I did. She forced me. I did whatever she wanted. I loved her so much. And it really hurt me to do that, to lie and say that things weren't good around here, not abuse. He was just saying that I wouldn't allow him in the house, that I had him stay out in this building that I had refurnished and stuff. And it had a TV and all that, but that was a recreational room. It was not for him to stay in. I allowed him to spend the night because it was summertime. But see, then he used that to tell the police that I was keeping him out in the building and that it was hot out there and all that. Well, you come in the house where the air conditioning is. Point is, it hurt. Okay, so then fast forward, everything's been going great since he's been back. He's been polite and nice. Then he wanted to come and stay with me because he wanted to go to Job Corps. And then he decided, change his mind. I'm going to stay here, stay with the girlfriend, get a job, which he did get a job when he wasn't supposed to. And he was going to just save up his money and then go and be with this girl. Well, 3 days before he left to go to Job Corps, he started acting funny. He breaking up with his girlfriend. I know that was part of it. But then we've always talked. We've always been close. And so he's sitting there not talking to me hardly at all. When I asked him something, about anything, he goes like, I don't want to talk about it. Like that. So I'm going like, what is going on with you? Are you mad at me? No, I'm not mad. I'm just changing. So he said he was going to mess up that video because I was making a video of him leaving like I've done before. And you saw that he was yelling out my address like often, my whole address and stuff, my full name and all that, and trying to screw it up, talk about those lubes and all that. But I was able to scrape a little bit of something, to put together because I love him very much. And when my kids leave, it hurts. When he first left the first time, it made me cry. And Andrew, when he left, made me cry. And when Maverick leaves, or Carrie, or Peyton, it's going to be the same thing all over again. It's a part of you feels like it's getting ripped out. You know what I'm saying? Because they were there all the time. But anyway, 2 days after he left, I had no idea of how upset he was. We were supposed to make a video of showing his swords and his axe and stuff like that because I bought some. You see, there's a sword back there, and I made a video showing that different stuff. I go out in the backyard 2 days after he left and see what he had done. He destroyed the sword and left it in the woody area that I go into every year to clean out weeds. It was broken. The end of it, the handle was broken off of it, but I could have ran into it. I could have went right into this thing. I'm going like, what is going on? And then there's this big giant sword that's from an anime, heavy, and he had actually bent it. He chopped a tree stump, which I didn't care about. He chopped it up really good, but he bent it. These things cost money. He left his bow and arrow out there. The arrows were over here, and the bow was on the steps. He left knives out and stuff like that. It was just odd, you know. So I talked to him. Also, I found out after he goes Job Corps, he doesn't want to talk to any of us until after he gets out. Well, he changed his mind, you know, and wanted me to call him, so I did. And so I asked him about that. He said he was doing some kind of experiment to see what they're really made out of. I said, man, you could have gave me those things. Those things cost you money. And he goes like, I don't care about material things. He's acting really weird. I mean, seriously, I don't know. He says he might not even come back here after he's done. So I don't know what's really going on with my boy here. You know, I guess he's doing good at Job Corps so far. He's happy with it. He wanted me to call him because he wanted to thank me for everything that I've taught him over the years. And that made me feel good and stuff like that. But then we started not yelling at each other, but arguing about the sword and all that, you know, because I was going like, why do you destroy it? We were supposed to make a video with that stuff. You could have just gave it to me. I mean, in fact, I would have paid you money for him. And he just didn't care. And it was just odd. He usually keeps things. He doesn't destroy them. So that showed me that there was frustration going on, but he was polite and nice for the whole time that he was here. We only had a conflict one day, and then after that, everything was fine. That whole time he stayed here. So I don't know. I had to make a video about this. I don't know what to think of it. I really don't. I wish he would open up like he always has, but now he's changed, and I don't know if this is a permanent thing. I hope to God not, because this is not the way I've taught him. I've taught him forgiveness and be polite to everybody, tell the truth at all times, which he does. But I don't know. All right, that's it on this. Sorry the video is so long, but there was so much to tell. There's even more things to tell. Not a whole lot, but there's other things. And it just, it all leads to the same thing, that he was very disturbed before he left. All right, thank you for watching. God bless.